Hey everybody, this is the SiCPodcast back with you. I'm Avatan and this is my friend Hybrid.
The
Uh,
hostage hybrid. Yeah.
Today we are going to bring you what I like to call a whole lot of dumb and a whole lot of fun. So we found some stuff on the internet, relating to, the dumbest things ever said. Um, we're gonna go over this, and I really want to see what Hybrid thinks on this. So
The dumbest things
ever, ever
ever
quoted.
recorded said. Yeah. There's
Yes,
probably a lot of dumb shit
yeah. There's a lot of
people
dumb that
have
we don't
said.
even know about yet. Uh, I'm sure that I've heard more dumb than this, but there are some good ones in here. So this first thing I'm going to look at is the 15 dumbest quotes by famous people.
I got a
So,
bonus quote to add at the end from something someone said to me.
do you?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go in and start with quote number 15 here. And it says, if it weren't for electricity, we'd all be watching television by candlelight. From George Goebel.
I don't know who George Gobel is,
Yeah, but he's a fucking moron.
but he's an idiot.
All right, now going to quote number 14. It says, he's a guy who gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning, regardless of what time it is. By Lou Duva. Not sure what to make of
So
this.
he has he has time manipulation powers. He's an X-Men or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
No matter when he wakes up, is it like Groundhog Day? Like no matter when he wakes up and what day he wakes up, it's just become 6 a.m. for him.
Yeah, it reminds me of that that one country song, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, or does he teleport to where it's 6 a.m. at the time?
I think it's probably teleportation. It's the
We'll go
only thing that can explain this.
we'll go with that for sure. That's definitely seems the logical route,
Yes.
more logical than the initial statement.
Now the next quote is coming from a Michael Barrymore. It says, "So Carol, you're a housewife and a mother. Have you got any children?"
What the fuck?
Exactly. Dude, I just hope Carol
You,
smacked this dude across his face because
are you a housewife and a mother? Are you married?
you're right.
You're a housewife and a mother. Do you have a place to live?
You say you're a homemaker. Do you live with
Do
your
you
parents?
or do you make the homes?
This is outrageous, man. All right, the next is from a friend of the podcast, Britney Spears. Shout out to you, Britney. It says,
Shout out to Brittany.
I've never really wanted to go to Japan simply because I don't like eating fish. And I know that's very popular out there in Africa. Apparently, Brittany has never looked at a map or had any sort of elementary school education. Um, yeah, I'm not.
No, she was too busy yelling, "Hit me one more time" or some shit to get a continent confused with a country.
She must have got hit in the head a lot of times.
Bro, two completely different. Like one's a continent, bro. One's a country
Yeah,
on the opposite side of the world from each other.
yeah. I mean, if it's any consolation, Africa is only probably like 7, 8, 9,000 miles away from it. So
Yeah,
uh,
only. Yeah,
yeah,
only.
yeah. So it's in spitting distance.
I guess we're not on the opposite side of the world as each other, so it could be worse. She could have said
Yeah, she could have said
chili,
like
chili.
could have been the North Pole when it should have been the South Pole.
Right?
Oh my God. All right, next quote is coming from a Keppel Enderberry. It says, traditionally, most of Australia's imports come from overseas. This is a
Yeah,
shocker to me. Like usually
sure,
when you're
sure.
importing something, it comes from another country, you know?
Yeah,
And Australia is what I would call a giant island. So,
didn't
um,
Australia used to be a giant prison? So they used to import people to Australia.
yeah. And they may have dug a tunnel from Australia to Asia. I'm not sure.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
yeah.
I remember that in the history books for sure, for sure.
Yeah, so instead of overseas, they get a lot of theirs from underseas now.
Underseas,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm following you. I think I remember
You
that
got my
now.
logic there, right?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. Now the next quote is coming from Linda Evangelista. It says,
Listen, Linda.
"You want to tell her something before I read a quote?"
No, that's an old video.
All right, it says, "I don't diet. I just don't eat as much as I'd like to." Um,
That sounds like the
yeah, it sounds
definition
like
of
a
a diet.
diet. I mean, I don't know what diet like. Like what? I would be curious to find out what her definition of a diet is.
I don't diet. I just monitor my meals,
Yeah.
my calories, to make sure I don't eat too much and gain weight.
Oh,
But I'm not on a diet though.
you mean,
Not on a
yeah.
diet.
So you're adjusting your diet, but you're not
No,
on one.
no, no. Don't call it a diet.
Well,
Offends me.
well, technically, if you think about it, a diet is what you intake. So when people say that they're on a diet, first thing, it doesn't make any sense because everyone's on a diet.
For
Uh,
sure.
it's more like I've adjusted my diet.
I have also said a person trying to gain weight is also on a diet,
Yeah,
but people don't think of it that way.
it's just
I'm
the
trying to
wrong
gain,
diet. These.
like someone goes, I'm trying to gain 20 pounds or I'm too skinny. They're on a diet to gain weight.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, people don't see it that way. That's funny.
I don't even know half these people, which is the funny thing, because I would like to know them. Might start following Jacques LeBlanc over here, where the fuck this is. What he said was, "I do not like this word, bomb," in quotes. And it says, "It is not a bomb. It is a device that is exploding."
That's a bomb.
Yeah, I know. But apparently Jacques does not. He sounds French. Maybe bomb in French means, something cooler. Not sure.
What can be
Uh,
cooler than a bomb, bro?
maybe he's associating these directly to bath bombs. I mean, Jacques LeBlanc could be 6 years old. Not sure.
He doesn't like bath bombs because they have the word bomb in it.
Yeah, and apparently you can't say bomb on an airplane, as we all know.
What what would you call a bath bomb?
Bath device that is exploding.
Bathroom IED? Like
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, people might get the wrong interpretation of that, though, if you
you
say
know,
bathroom ID.
bathroom IED. You guys sell any bathroom IEDs here at Bed Bath and Beyond or whatever the fuck the store's name is? You have any bathroom IEDs?
Oh my God. All right. So the next is coming from our good friend Dizzy Dean. And it says, "The doctors x-rayed my head and found nothing."
That's
Uh,
great.
if you've ever met Dizzy Dean, complete true statement. Because he has nothing in his head, apparently.
Have you met him?
No, but do I need
Uh,
to?
no, because there's nothing in his head. You'd be
Exactly.
wasting your time.
All right, go to the next quote. It says, "My sister's expecting a baby, and I don't know if I'm gonna be an uncle or an aunt." Uh,
That
th-
seemed at first that kind of confused me, but that seems really appropriate for 2024.
Thank you, Chuck Nevitt. I wonder how old Chuck Nevitt is, so we can see if this is actually appropriate. Who is Chuck Nevitt? Chuck Nevitt is a basketball player who was born in 1959. Some say he doesn't have any excuses.
He's old enough to know better.
Exactly. He's old enough to know if he's going to be an uncle or an aunt. You know.
Even if he is trans, he should have had that figured out by now. He was born in 1950. Bro, he should know.
Yeah, gender neutral. He's confused.
He's too old to be confused, bro. Once you reach a certain age, you should know. Dude is like 70.
All right, coming up here is one of my favorites from the Dear Mariah Carey. Everyone loves Mariah,
Yeah.
especially when she said, and I quote, "Whenever I watch TV and see those poor, starving kids all over the world, I can't help but cry. I mean, I'd love to be skinny like that, but not all of those flies and death and stuff." Thank you, Mariah, showing us,
Profound.
yeah,
Very profound, Mariah. Oh,
for leading us to the conclusion we already knew. Um,
right.
those poor kids, man. Not even Mariah is gonna help them out.
But they're so skinny though.
I
Like
know.
she's jealous of them, apparently.
Well, not the flies and the death and the stuff.
No, no.
Yes, flies and death and
So
stuff.
so one might say she could just go on a diet.
Now the next quote we have to read like this. No, I can't do an Arnold, so I'm not going to. But this is coming from
That
Arnold
wasn't too
Schwarzenegger.
bad.
And he said, "I think gay marriage is something that should be between a man and a woman. Not sure he understands the whole concept of gay marriage. But we should ask him. If we get 10,000 likes on this video, I'll get Arnold on the next podcast."
I wonder if he said that on purpose or if he was serious on that
Well,
one.
it could maybe it's some Austrian translation and gay is happy and he just confused himself.
No, he speaks English, bro.
Not very good though.
Good enough to be governor.
Oh my god. All right, the next quote is coming from golfing legend Greg
Adam
Norman.
Sadler,
No, Greg Norman.
golfing legend.
And he said, "I owe a lot to my parents, especially my mother and father."
Damn.
Yeah.
How many mothers and how many parents he has?
Um,
Was he adopted?
6 times apparently. He's got a lot of mothers, a lot of fathers.
That one makes no sense, bro.
16 brothers, 8 sisters, 3 dogs, and a cat. Yeah, he has no idea what he's talking about.
I would like to he wins a Academy Award or some shit. He's like, I would like to thank my mom's, my dad's,
And my parents.
gods, all of them, all the gods.
And I owe a lot to my parents.
Especially the ones that conceived me.
Especially my birth parents.
Yeah.
I call them mom and dad. Oh my gosh. Next, we go into a quote from Ivana Trump. I know you're all waiting to hear this. It says, "Fiction writing is great. you can make up almost anything. Um,
That it?
yeah, and technically you can make up anything, not just almost anything. And that's all fiction writing is.
Right?
I would love to get in the brain of Ivana Trump just to see if there's anything there. Um,
No. We just X-ray her also like that other guy. Sure we'll find nothing also.
yeah, definitely time for what I would call a CT scan. Let's just get in there, figure it out. The next quote is coming from my favorite genie in a bottle, the one, the only Christina Aguilera.
Uh-huh.
And she said, "So where's the Cannes Film Festival being held this year?" Um, if you do not know the answer to this question, go look it up. And then, feel like I didn't call you a fucking moron.
What city was it in?
Cannes. It's in Europe.
So she asked where it is, but said the name of the city.
Yeah, located in France, Cannes is the most picturesque city in the country. Um, so yeah,
Oh,
Cannes.
Cannes. Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard of that. Gotcha.
yeah, the Cannes Film Festival. Yeah, yeah. It,
It's like asking where's the New York City Film Festival.
yeah. It's like where. What state is the Empire State Building located in? Um,
What empire is the Empire State Building located in?
who's the emperor of the
Yeah,
Empire
who's
State
the
Building?
emperor of the yeah. What is their sovereign territory of the Empire State Building?
All right, next we have a quote from the great Brooke Shields. It says, "Smoking kills. If you're killed, you've lost a very important part of your life."
All of it.
Yeah.
You've lost all of it.
I think you lost the living portion. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty sure that's all of
I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. People are just, I don't want to say
it.
dumb, but
Was that the last one?
I'll go with lacking normal intelligence. Yes, and that was the last one, at least on that list.
Oh, so for the bonus, dumbest thing I've ever heard is I asked the employee for a pen one time. The dude gives me a pen. I grab the pen and I go, "Why is this pen sticky? Like there's candy on it." He goes, "How the fuck am I supposed to know what goes on in my pockets?" And I was like, if anyone should know what's in your pocket, it should be you. And he's like, "You're confusing me with all these questions." And I literally told him, I said, "I am writing this down."
Dude, it's your pocket. Own it. Oh my God. Oh, listen to this one. "The spork is the devil's utensil because it's the amalgamation of masculine fork and feminine spoon, trying to blur the gender lines in society."
Wait, forks are masculine and spoons are feminine.
I
Then what
have
are
no
knives?
I have no idea,
I've
dude.
never heard that shit before.
Neither have I, dude.
You know what? I'm not gonna eat with a fork then.
But it's like you can't make this stuff up though. Like people actually said
So
all
so
this.
should so how does it work? Should guys only use spoons?
I
Like
don't know.
right, you get what I'm saying? Like if forks are masculine, I don't want a guy in my mouth. No diddy. So maybe I should get a spoon.
Or you can just go with a spork and, pretend you're confused.
But I'm not confused. So.
Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning into the podcast. We had a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dumb that went on, and, dumb is fun.
Shout out
Just
to our
remember that.
friend Brittany.
Yes. Britney
Hit me up,
Spears.
Brittany.
Christina Aguilera better switch me chairs. We'll see y'all next week. Out!